Have you ever wondered how to fully enjoy the later years of your life in the most meaningful way in the journey of life? Old age is not merely the end of a long road, but also a time to reflect, learn and enjoy the fruits we have sown over the years. However, there are seemingly harmless mistakes that can silently undermine our peace and happiness. These mistakes not only obscure precious moments but also prevent us from living fully with ourselves. In today's video, we will explore 13 mistakes to avoid in the later years through the lens of Stoic philosophy. These are not just valuable lessons to help you avoid regrettable mistakes, but also keys to unlocking a fulfilling, peaceful, and meaningful life. Join us on this journey to discover how to live a life worth living regardless of age, for it is never too late to change and find true happiness. Listen, reflect, and together let's apply the principles of Stoicism so that we can live a full life even as old age approaches. Number 1. Neglecting physical health. In Stoic philosophy, maintaining physical health is considered fundamental to achieving balance and peace in life. When we neglect our physical health, we not only harm our bodies but also negatively impact our minds and souls. Have you ever wondered why a healthy body is so important? Imagine yourself as a warrior, always ready to face the challenges of life. A weak body cannot withstand life's burdens, just as a bow that is not strong enough cannot shoot sharp arrows. From the story of Jesus, who spent 40 days in the desert, we see that physical and mental strength are essential to overcoming the harshest challenges. Jesus taught us that the body is the temple of God, and taking care of it is a way to honor the life He has given us. Look at elderly people who live long and healthy lives. They do not just live long, they live with a good quality of life. For example, Ken Tanaka from Japan lived to be 119 years old thanks to a healthy diet and regular physical activity. She is a vivid example of how caring for physical health can extend life and bring about an energetic existence. In Stoic philosophy, a healthy body helps the mind become clearer and the spirit stronger. When we neglect our physical health, we are also neglecting our responsibility to ourselves and our loved ones. Have you ever thought about the consequences that not taking care of your health can have on your family and friends? Maintaining physical health is not only about regular exercise and a balanced diet, but also includes adequate rest and stress management. Start today. Take care of your body as you would a sacred temple. Do not let bad habits and laziness harm your health and happiness. Ask yourself, am I doing everything I can to maintain health and balance in my life? Take action now, because life is a precious gift that we need to cherish and protect. When we neglect our physical health, we not only lose the resilience of the body, but also create a burden on the mind. Prolonged aches, fatigue, and physical ailments can diminish mental strength, leading to stress and anxiety. This brings us to the second mistake: ignoring mental health. Number 2. Ignoring mental health. When we talk about mental health, it is not merely about inner peace but also the solid foundation for all our actions and decisions. Have you ever felt that despite having material abundance, your soul remains empty and anxious? This is a sign of neglecting mental health. When the mind is not cared for, we easily fall into states of anxiety, depression, and even despair. Think about the times when you felt unmotivated, did not want to meet anyone, and everything around you seemed meaningless. These emotions not only affect the quality of life, but also weaken physical health. Jesus once taught, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." This teaching is not only comforting but also advice on seeking peace of mind. In modern life, we are often caught up in the whirlwind of work, family, and social responsibilities, forgetting to take care of ourselves. Take time to meditate, pray, or simply talk to loved ones. A real-life example is the story of John, a successful businessman who always felt uneasy and tired. After attending a meditation and psychotherapy course, he regained balance in his life. John shared that taking time to care for his mental health not only improved his work performance, but also made his relationships more meaningful. Are you neglecting your mental health? Take some time each day to listen to yourself, seek peace, and nurture your soul. Only when the mind is properly cared for can we live a fulfilling and happy life. Number 3. Neglecting financial planning. Wealth consists not in having great possessions but in having few wants. Epicus. Neglecting financial planning is one of the mistakes many people make as they enter their later years. Through the lens of Stoic philosophers, peace of mind cannot be separated from financial stability. However, to know contentment, we need to have a solid financial plan to ensure we do not worry about money as old age approaches. Imagine a life where you do not have to worry about paying bills or expensive medical costs. This not only gives you peace of mind, but also allows you to focus on spiritual values and enjoy the most beautiful moments of life. However, many people often overlook financial planning because they believe it is unimportant or too complex. This leads to serious consequences such as mounting debts, loss of assets, and psychological stress. Ask yourself, how can you live a peaceful life if you are constantly haunted by financial worries? Financial planning is not just about accumulating money, it is also about managing expenses, investing wisely, and preparing for unexpected situations. Jesus once said, "For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also." We need to prepare and protect our treasure to maintain our spirit and faith in life. For example, consider the life of an ordinary worker who spent his entire life working hard, but never planned financially. Upon retiring, he faces financial difficulties, forcing him to take temporary jobs to make ends meet. Conversely, another person in the same circumstances had carefully planned financially from a young age. Upon retiring, this person has enough savings to enjoy old age without worry. Stoic philosophy reminds us of the importance of living true to our values and not letting external factors affect our peace of mind. Ensure that your finances are well managed so you can live a meaningful and peaceful life. Only then will you truly experience the freedom and serenity that old age should bring. Next, let's move on to mistake number 4 in our journey of exploring and overcoming the errors as we enter our later years. But before that, I have a question for you. Do you want to spend your final years in loneliness, or do you want to be surrounded by love and support from your loved ones? This question invites us to discuss mistake number 4, becoming socially isolated. Number 4, becoming socially isolated. The renowned Stoic philosopher Epicus reminded us of the importance of maintaining social relationships. When we distance ourselves from society, we not only lose valuable connections, but also subject ourselves to stress and depression. Studies have shown that older adults with extensive social networks tend to live longer and happier lives compared to those who are isolated. Consider the example of Jesus. He was always surrounded by his disciples and often taught in communities. His presence not only brought faith and hope to people but also created a strong support network. This shows that even spiritual masters need social bonds to spread love and understanding in daily life. We can see typical examples of people overcoming isolation to live fuller lives. For instance, Jean Calment, the world's longest living person, always maintained positive relationships with her neighbors and community. She participated in social activities, kept a positive spirit, and was always willing to share joy with others. So how do we avoid this mistake? Join clubs, volunteer groups, or simply spend time visiting friends and family. Do not let shyness or insecurity prevent you from connecting with people. In these connections we find the true meaning and joy of life. Reflect and take action today. Do not let isolation dim the light of your later years. As Epictetus advised, be a part of the community, and from that you will not only live but live fully and meaningfully. Number 5, staying in toxic relationships. Have you ever wondered why toxic relationships can hurt us so deeply? In Stoic philosophy, maintaining toxic relationships is not only an unfortunate mistake, but also a significant barrier preventing us from achieving true peace and happiness. Peace and happiness lie in our hands, and it starts with eliminating the negative, including toxic relationships. Think about the story of Jesus, who courageously faced and rejected unhealthy relationships and circumstances. He advised us to love others but also to protect ourselves from negative influences. Toxic relationships are those in which you feel controlled, lack freedom, and frequently endure negative emotions like anxiety, sadness, or anger. Have you ever felt mentally and emotionally drained from a particular relationship? These relationships not only affect your mental health, but also harm your physical health. Studies show that people who maintain toxic relationships have a higher risk of developing cardiovascular diseases, depression, and anxiety. This is not just talk, it is a proven reality. But remember, letting go of a toxic relationship does not mean You lack compassion or forgiveness. Sometimes letting go is the best way to protect yourself and even help others. Be brave enough to step out of unhealthy relationships and seek inner peace. Surround yourself with people who bring you joy, encouragement, and support. This is what Stoic philosophy and the teachings of Jesus want to say. Live a life worth living by loving and protecting yourself first. Number 6. Not adapting to technology. Technology is not just about electronic devices or software. It is a tool that helps us connect with the world, expand our knowledge, and enhance our quality of life. Have you ever struggled with using new technology? Do not worry, because adapting to technology does not require us to become experts, but simply to be open and willing to learn. For example, many older adults have overcome their initial fears to learn how to use smartphones, allowing them to connect with their children and friends more easily. Additionally, using health apps helps them monitor and improve their health. Not adapting to technology can lead to isolation and obsolescence. We might miss valuable opportunities to learn, connect, and develop ourselves. Welcome what comes your way, for each event in life brings an opportunity to learn and grow. Imagine if you could use technology to explore new knowledge, stay in touch with loved ones, and even find joy in daily life. Do not let fear or laziness prevent you from accessing the good things the technology brings. Be open to change and let technology become a reliable companion on your journey to find happiness and peace. In this way, we not only live true to the spirit of Stoic philosophy, but also demonstrate the wisdom and flexibility that Jesus taught to embrace and use the good things in life to serve a higher purpose. So, are you ready to open your heart and welcome the progress of technology to improve your life? Leave a comment below and join the conversation. Number 7. Not having hobbies or interests. Have you ever felt that life becomes dull and lacks color because you have no hobbies or passions? In Stoic philosophy, not having hobbies or passions is not only a shortcoming, but also a significant mistake, as it diminishes the quality of life and hinders personal growth. Hobbies and passions are essential parts of human nature, helping us connect with ourselves and the world around us. Lacking hobbies or passions can lead to feelings of emptiness and a lack of direction. People who do not engage in any activities often find their lives monotonous and aimless. For example, retirees who do not find new hobbies often struggle to adjust to life and are at higher risk of mental health issues such as depression and anxiety. Take the example of Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple. Steve Jobs was not only passionate about technology but also loved art and design. The combination of his passion for technology and art helped him create revolutionary products that changed how we interact with the world. If Jobs had only pursued technology without his love for design, Apple might not have achieved its remarkable success. Hobbies and passions not only help us relax but also develop new skills and knowledge. Imagine spending time learning a new instrument, painting, or even gardening. These activities not only bring joy but also help you discover your latent potential. Ask yourself, are you living each day with passion and hobbies? What can bring joy and excitement to your life? Do not let life pass by meaninglessly. Seek and pursue things that make you feel alive and meaningful. We have reached the halfway point of today's lesson. Your presence is a great encouragement to us on this journey of bringing the true values of Stoic philosophy to more people. So, please like and share this video to spread these lessons to your loved ones and friends, or leave a comment saying I cherish my life if you are ready for the next 6 mistakes in our journey. Number 8. Avoiding change and clinging to the past. Have you ever wondered why avoiding change and clinging to the past can deeply harm our souls? In Stoic philosophy, holding tightly to the past and refusing to accept change is a serious mistake because it prevents us from living in the present and embracing new opportunities. Avoiding change and clinging to the past can cause us to miss many valuable opportunities. Think about J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series. Before her resounding success, she faced many hardships and was rejected by dozens of publishers. Instead of dwelling on failure and giving up her dream, she persevered and embraced change, eventually achieving tremendous success. If J.K. Rowling had clung to the past and not adapted to change, the world might never have known the magical story of Harry Potter. Changes in life, whether small or large, bring valuable lessons. They help us grow and become stronger. Ask yourself, how many times have you let past memories hinder your Progress. Are you ready to let go and broaden your horizons to embrace new opportunities? Do not let the past bind you within its limits. Be brave enough to step out of your comfort zone, accept change, and seek new experiences, for that is the path to true growth and happiness. Jesus and the Stoic philosophers all encourage us to live a full life, not by avoiding change but by facing and overcoming it. Number 9. Not planning for end of life care. Planning for the end of life is not an act of pessimism, but an act of wisdom and courage, ensuring that we and our loved ones can face the future with calm and preparedness. Not planning for end of life care can lead to unnecessary difficulties and suffering for both yourself and your family. Consider the case of Aretha Franklin, the Queen of Soul. When she passed away in 2018, she left no will or specific instructions, leading to legal disputes and family tensions. This lack of preparation not only affected her estate, but also caused pain and division within her family. Another example is the ruin physicist Stephen Hawking. He meticulously prepared for his end-of-life care, ensuring that his wishes regarding medical treatment and his estate were carried out. This not only allowed him to live a meaningful life until the very end, but also relieved his family from the burden of making difficult decisions during an emotional time. Planning for end-of-life care helps us live more fully, because we are no longer burdened by worries about the future. Ask yourself, have you prepared for your final days? Are you ready to face and plan for them? To lessen the burden on your loved ones, do not let fear and denial prevent you from living a full and peaceful life. Take inspiration from Jesus and the Stoic philosophers. Face the truth and prepare for the future, which with courage and serenity. In doing so, you ensure a complete conclusion to your life and bring peace of mind to those you love. As we delve into the profound wisdom of Stoicism, I am deeply impressed by the famous quote from Marcus Aurelius: treat human beings as they deserve, be tolerant with others, and strict with yourself. This quote leads us to a core practice of Stoicism, which is also the 10th key to becoming extraordinarily intelligent. Number 10. Not seeking help when needed. Look at the life of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. He faced many difficulties and failures in his political career. Before achieving success, Lincoln did not hesitate to seek support and advice from experienced individuals, and it was this humility that helped him become one of the greatest leaders in American history. Not seeking help when needed not only makes us bear burdens alone, but also hinders our growth and progress. Humans are born to help each other. If we can help, why refuse? Humility and the ability to recognize our own limitations are keys to opening new opportunities and overcoming challenges. Jesus, throughout his life, did not hesitate to seek help from his disciples and those around him when necessary. He understood that cooperation and mutual support are essential to fulfilling a higher mission. Are you enduring life's difficulties alone without daring to ask for help from others? Ask yourself, are you carrying too much without seeking help from others? What prevents you from seeking support when you truly need it? Do not let pride or fear hold you back. Open your heart and accept that no one can do everything alone. Seek help when necessary, as it is not only a sign of wisdom, but also an important step towards achieving true peace and happiness. Jesus and the Stoic philosophers encourage us to live a full life, to be humble, and to seek help from the community around us when needed. This is the path to growth and tranquility in life. Number 11. Not enjoying life. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Therefore, guard accordingly and take care that you entertain no notions unsuitable to virtue and reasonable nature. Marcus Aurelius. Have you ever wondered why many people do not enjoy the life they have? In Stoic philosophy, not enjoying life is a serious mistake, because it prevents us from finding joy and meaning in every present moment. This reminds us that to live happily, we need to appreciate and enjoy what we have. Jesus, throughout his life, always encouraged people to live in the present and find joy in the simplest things. He taught that we should not worry too much about tomorrow, but be grateful and enjoy the blessings that today brings. Have you ever stopped to think about the simple yet meaningful things in your daily life? A morning cup of coffee, a loved one's smile, or peaceful moments spent reading a book. All these are worth cherishing. Not enjoying life can make us feel empty and dissatisfied regardless of the achievements or possessions we have. Look at the life of Robin Williams, one of the greatest comedians of all time. Despite his successful career and widespread love he ultimately felt lonely and could not find true joy. This shows that happiness does not come from fame or wealth but from how we experience and enjoy life. To enjoy life we need to change our perspective and find joy in the small and simple things. Imagine spending time walking in the park, feeling the breath of nature, and finding peace in your soul. Such moments, though small, can bring great joy and help us live more fully. Do not let life pass by meaninglessly. Appreciate and enjoy what you have, for that is the key to living a meaningful and happy life. Are you enjoying life each day? What can bring you joy and happiness right now? Your story will inspire and open avenues for us to reflect and learn together. Leave a comment below and join the conversation. Number 12. Failing to maintain intellectual stimulation. In Stoic philosophy, failing to maintain intellectual stimulation is a significant mistake because it diminishes cognitive abilities and hinders personal growth. There's a proverb that says the human mind is like a garden. If not cultivated and nurtured, it will become overgrown with weeds. This saying emphasizes that just as the body needs exercise, the mind also needs continuous stimulation to develop and stay sharp. Failing to maintain intellectual stimulation can lead to a decline in thinking and creativity. Consider famous individuals like Bill Gates, the founder of Microsoft. He is not only successful in the field of technology but also a lifelong learner and avid reader. Gates spends at least 1 hour a day reading and learning about various subjects. If he did not maintain intellectual stimulation, he might not have created groundbreaking inventions and ideas. Intellectual stimulation does not only come from formal education but also from reading books, participating in discussions, and exploring new fields. This pursuit helps us broaden our horizons, improve our analytical and problem-solving skills, and keep our minds youthful and agile. Ask yourself, are you spending enough time reading, learning, and developing your intellect each day? Are you open to embracing new knowledge and challenging yourself to think more deeply? Do not let your intellect become dull and wither away. Always maintain intellectual stimulation to live a meaningful life and achieve true peace. Maintaining intellectual stimulation is essential for living a fulfilling life, as the proverb suggests. Our minds need constant nurturing to thrive. Without this, we risk losing our ability to think critically and creatively. Let's make a conscious effort to keep our minds engaged and growing, just as we would care for a flourishing garden. Number 13. Neglecting emotional well-being. Jesus, with his boundless compassion and love, always emphasized the importance of caring for the soul and emotions. He took the time to listen, understand, and heal people's emotional wounds. Through these actions, he taught us that caring for our emotional health not only makes us stronger but also helps us spread love and empathy to others. Have you ever taken the time to truly listen and care for your emotions? Neglecting emotional health can lead to severe consequences. Think about celebrities like Robin Williams, a brilliant talent who suffered emotional pain in silence. Even though he brought laughter to millions, he struggled with negative emotions and depression. This reminds us that no matter how successful and happy we appear on the outside, if we do not care for our emotional health, we can still feel lonely and desperate. Emotional health helps us have a correct and positive perspective on life, allowing us to face difficulties calmly and steadfastly. Ask yourself, have you spent enough time caring for your emotional health? Do you regularly listen to yourself and find ways to relieve stress and anxiety in your life? Do not let the busyness and pressures of daily life make you forget to care for your emotions. Take time to truly live with your emotions, seeking joy and inner peace, as this is the key to living a full and meaningful life. Jesus and the Stoic philosopher Eros encourage us to seek peace and happiness from within, and this begins with caring for and nurturing our emotional health. Life is like a book, with each chapter bringing valuable lessons and experiences. As we enter our later years, it is crucial to avoid mistakes that could dim the light of those beautiful years, as Stoic philosophy teaches. And as Jesus lived and taught, we need to care for ourselves physically, mentally, and emotionally. Remember, it is never too late to change. Each new day brings an opportunity to adjust and perfect our lives. Avoiding mistakes like neglecting health, resisting technology, or maintaining toxic relationships not only helps us live longer but also better, happier, and more fulfilling lives. Ask yourself, are you ready to embrace positive changes? Do you have the Courage to let go of the past and seek joy in the present and future. We all deserve a peaceful and meaningful life, and it starts with small daily decisions. With the wisdom and guidance of Stoic philosophy, you can avoid these mistakes and live a truly full and meaningful life. We thank you for joining us on this journey and hope these lessons help you find peace and happiness in the years to come. Are you ready to continue on this path? Let's make life more wonderful every day together.